The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check 50, check 50.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready, 60 or. Ready. 3 down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
18 Gator.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Charlie. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's complete. Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Hey, whoa. Mike, number 53. Mike, 51. Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Miles Boykin, 73 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Patriots nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start.
All day, defense, all day. Check it backer.
Check up.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready, break.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Fair.
2nd and 6. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clifford going deep downfield for Ross. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Say, come on, rest.
2nd and 10. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get in the weight room. Shift. Take four. No. Off. Alert flare. Check. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. 20 to play. I don't think you got it, son.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Bolden. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
53. It's a party now. 53 seconds.
2nd and 3. He'll rifle this one deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
80 weapon. Leo. Ready to go. Hey.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All day, dog.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Bolden. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
There he goes, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Harris, and an alley to run. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Bolden. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ready?
To throw on second down. Clifford, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on third down. Clifford looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rock it.
Check 31, check.
Hey, Alpha.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Clifford. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Hey, Echo. What? Squeeze.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer. 25. Touchdown. Come on. Watch twist. Watch twist. 53 at the mic.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Ready. GT Lonnie. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off. Hop on. 6. Kill. Come on. Hey, turn it up. What? Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Pick me up. Here we go.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You. Check 24. 6 guys. Check 6 guard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Check 61, matchbox lights.
On first down, Clifford over the middle, complete. It's Schultz, and he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Elliott running right. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give right side, Coleman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Let's go, you tighten up. Check it out.
Bear. Hey, orbit. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, lock it.
Patch it.
Protein spill.
Throwing on first down. Clifford got a man open. It's Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, New England.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Fake screen. 218. Chop.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come on, set. 30 base.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 2.
On 4th down, Clifford. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. J.J. Watt breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
They're running it.
Hey, Wahoo! You're out!
Kill.
Get it!
Back to throw. Clifford. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Set,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ready, go.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
They run again with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Right here, right here. Mike, 53. Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. You don't know no better. Let's go, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
go. 50. Hey, hold on. Check. 53 is mine. Night, night, sweetheart.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most